Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, October the 7th. This weekend, our Huskers travel to College Park, Maryland for their first road game of the season to me. But it was Kansas City game, but our home crowd took over there. Okay, Saturday 11th is kickoff. It'll be 66 degrees in College Park, Maryland. Over there, Bock. And let's get started, Bob.
Yeah, let's do it. It's exciting. Like you said, Kenny Will Height in studio, ready for a big week.
Kenny. Don't worry about it, bro. He's sitting right beside me, and I forgot about him. Kenny Will Height Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, here at 93.7 The Ticket. All right, Bob, let's start it off. Joe Flacco, you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Traded.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
Fifth or sixth round draft pick. He was traded to no other place than Cincinnati Bengals. Wow. So Joe Flacco has been traded. And folks, that is, I don't know if that's a good or bad for Shedeur Sanders, because it looks like they're going to roll with Gabriel, who had a nice outing Saturday. Not bad stats. Will they go with him for the ups and the downs, the good and the bad, or will they throw Shedeur in there?
Man, that I just left the gym with a workout, and you told me that. Yeah, so you think the door open for Shedeur, but I think they got to go with Gabriel since they drafted him higher.
Oh yeah, they'll go with him, but will Shedeur get in? That's the thing. I mean, will they stick with him through the bad or the good? If he throws 3 interceptions in the first half, will they stick with Gabriel, or will they put Shedeur Sanders in?
I think if he throws 3 interceptions in the first half, of course they're going to put Shedeur in. But I doubt they put him in a situation for him to throw 3 interceptions in the first half. If they do, that's on the coaching staff.
All right, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously is fascinating to see how this breaks down. Of course, if you had been following it, it was that Joe Flacco was replaced by Dillon Gabriel to be the starter. And as you mentioned, Gabriel had a pretty good debut against Minnesota. They ended up losing 21-17, but he at least looked good on his part. 19 of 33, 190 yards passing, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns, sacked twice, ran for a few yards as well. But the big story there was when Dillon Gabriel took over the starters, that Joe Flacco was the backup. They didn't promote Shedeur Sanders to top backup. So now you assume he is. And so that does open the door. And I do think, I mean, we'll see what they do with Gabriel. Unless he consistently plays really well, I would think that you would want to see what you got in Shedeur Sanders as well. This is a 1-4 team. So I don't know if I'm talking about in the next couple of weeks, but by season's end, if things keep heading in that direction, Shedeur might have a starting opportunity in front of him.
All right, guys. Kansas City last night. Is Kansas City in trouble? The Chiefs are 2-3. Don't know how long they've been 2-3 for a long time, Bach, but they lost last night, 31-28 to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know last year, when did they lose their third game of the season?
Probably week 17.
No. Yep. AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was. I watched it last night, and it's interesting to watch because I think the last two teams have literally lined up and punched them in the mouth on defense. Kansas City's defense haven't been able to stop the run, and they've given up too many big plays as of late. So
when you look at the stats, though, you know Kansas City is in trouble when Patrick Mahomes is leading your team in rushing. So 6 carries for 60 yards.
Well, Sunshine led the Jaguars in rushing too. You know what Sunshine is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Well, he doesn't look like Sunshine. Different Sunshine. No.
You know what Sunshine I'm talking about?
Yeah, from Remember
the Titans.
Yeah, Remember the Titans.
Yeah. So he led the Jaguars in rushing too. But no, I think it was a devastating defeat for them last.
That's his name.
I think it was a devastating defeat for them last night. You can see it on their eyes. You watched the camera stayed on the D line. What's his name? Jones.
Yeah.
Midway. They stayed on him, and you could just see the frustration on his face. And I think they got a lot of questions to be answered.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, we all know that Travis Kelce probably not quite the same player he was in the past. He did have a good night last night, touchdown and 61 yards receiving. And I mean, part of the story, part of it is certainly Kansas City falling to 2-3. The other part is Jacksonville with your stat, Kenny. All of last year they just reached 4 wins. Now, all of last year they had 4 wins. So it's kind of interesting to see that rise. And certainly from an offseason hire that many of you thought was a little bit interesting, at least in the fact that the coach didn't and Liam Cohen didn't necessarily have to say Duval or whatever. So it was just kind of weird. But ultimately, it's got to be a troublesome for the Chiefs. Still going to have a lot of times to be able to regain and get back in the winning category. But Chris Jones specifically too on that stumbling play where Trevor Lawrence was stumbling and found a way to get into the end zone. Chris gave up about halfway through it. So, you got your leader there. That's not necessarily a great something that's going to be easy to watch on tape for him. So, we'll see again. Sometimes you just look at this, the record. It's not like they're getting blown out in these games. They're losing, at least to this point in the season, to teams that are in the winning category, right? The Chargers, in the Eagles and the Jags. But it's not great. It is not great. It's better than where the Ravens are. And that's what tells you the story, kind of the AFC. Chiefs and Ravens both struggling. We're coming into the year, along with the Bills, you would have thought they would have been the ones that the favorites.
Speaking of the Eagles, how about that collapse? How about that collapse? Shout out to my man Vance Joseph, DC, for the Broncos, and that's Chris Raff's team, so I know he's probably still celebrating that win.
Yeah, the bad thing about the Kansas City Chiefs, though, they're only 1 game behind.
Yeah.
The AFC West is not a strong league right now. I don't think it's the best league in the AFC. If you look at what they're going against, the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos have a 1-game lead on them, 3-2. But when you check out the rest of the league, you have the AFC South with the Indiana Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, both for 3-1.
Both surprising teams too.
Yeah, I think the Jaguars are more. I think the Colts are more because you don't expect them to be like that, especially with Anthony Richardson sitting on the bench and Danny Dimes is doing his thing. We'll go to AFC North. You have Pittsburgh with a 3-1 lead, 3-1 record. 2-3 behind them is Cincinnati Bengals and the 1-4 Ravens and the 1-4 Browns. So,
speaking of the Bengals, they make that trade. Do they incorporate Flacco as a starter, or they make him work for it? Because Browning has been struggling.
I think you make him the starter out of that. You got to try to boost your team up some way and make them feel better about themselves. And I think that's a big boost for them, especially when you look how long Joe Barrow still has to go. But when you get a guy like Joe Flacco, who can come in and start right away and help your team out, I think that's a better choice.
The thing that's interesting is they don't rally around that kid, Browning. They don't. You don't see anybody trying to, any players come to trying to lift him up and make sure that, they still with him. But it's just frustrating to watch. You lose Joe Burrows, and you think you have a guy that can go in and, I would say, manage the game, but he's just basically just been fumbling the game away every time. So good trade by them. Hopefully Flacco, being a veteran, can go in and add a little life to that team and get them going.
So he did help the Browns just a couple of years ago make it to the Super Bowl.
Sure
or
did.
that's not the Super Bowl. That would have been memorable.
Yep.
But to a playoff, in a similar role. Though this year he's got 6 picks to 2 touchdowns.
Oh, shoot.
Now that was playing in Cleveland, but hopefully he's gonna have to play a little bit better than that.
All right, so 4-1 team lead. No undefeated teams anymore for a long time. For the first time for a long time. I mean, I think last year it went to probably week what? Philly was undefeated for the longest.
Yep.
Yeah, only lost one
I think
game.
that's the parity in NFL football now, as you can see.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams, there's a lot of parity in NFL, and so you can get beat any given Sunday.
Yeah. Continuo John said Chiefs went 11-0 last year in one-score games and 0-3 this year. The Colts are 4-1, and the Jags 4-1. Farley, thank you, Eric, for that. I just said that.
But too, as you look at the undefeated teams, you look at the other side of teams. With the parity of there's only one winless team now. The Titans got off the board with the win over the Cardinals, and the Saints won this weekend over the Jets, over the Giants, leaving the Jets as the only remaining winless team.
Jets are struggling.
Yeah, not surprising that it might be that franchise.
No, I know Aaron Glenn probably kicking himself in the butt now, but no, I think Aaron Glenn is going to be a good head coach in the NFL. I just think he needs to get his guys in there that he wants on his team, and I think he'll get them going.
Yeah, me too. I think the Jets are just as pro. I mean, they got a quarterback. I feel like Justin Fields is that guy. I mean, you've seen him early in the year. You've seen when the excitement of Aaron what's his name?
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. You see the excitement that he brings as a head coach. Is just he has to get his team in there. It takes more than 1 year to get a team right. We know that unless you're Kurt Signetti in the Indiana Hoosiers. But we'll. All right, let's talk. Let's go to Big Ten talk. Let's go to Big Ten talk. Who's going to win the Big Ten, Bob? We got 3 teams right now vying for Indiana, Oregon, and OSU. When we talk about the top teams, and I want to keep the focus on the top part of it right now, because we're going to get to the rest of it in a minute. But, Bob, when we look at these games this week, and when you talk about how Kurt Signetti has brought back, and we asked this question, who's going to be the Indiana this year, Bob? Guess who? Carricker said it.
Yeah.
The Indiana. They're going to be their own Indiana again this year. Because if Kurt Signetti wins this game Saturday, everybody needs to go find a coach like that. Every team does, because you go into a situation where he went into, he was at what? James Madison. Comes there, goes 11 and what, Bob? 2? His first year?
Mm-hmm.
You don't expect it in year 2, Bob. We thought it was a fluke. We thought it was a Cinderella team. This is not a Cinderella team. This is a well-coached machine, that will beat the brakes off you if you come in there lacking. Ask Nebraska. Ask Illinois. Ask the other teams they beat. This is not just about schedule, Bob, because this goes way past schedule. This is a team who's going to make a run 2 years back-to-back in the playoffs after being a subpar
Big Ten
team.
I mean, again, if you watched him last year, just the energy he brings, and I think the players believe in him. They're willing to play hard for him, and I think he genuinely cares about them as people. So it's just a carryover from last year, and I think this weekend will be a big test for them. If they can survive this test, I think they may be the front runner in the Big Ten.
If they win it, Kirk Signetti for president. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I don't have time to wait.
No,
for you to build my team up. And when a guy can come in there 2 years back to back and build a team up and never have a year to struggle, Bob. I don't care if you struggle 3-4 years down the road, but hey, the first 2 years, look what you've done for me. Google me. It's his favorite words, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, and if they win this week, I think you could put them up there among the favorites. The one problem is they did go head-to-head with Ohio State last year and lost 38-15. So they still kind of have that at least hovering over them. So I think the Buckeyes would still be there. Also, the fact that the Ohio State is averaging, they've played 5 games now. Teams are averaging 5 points per game on them. So it is tough to score. But Indiana has both sides of the ball going there. Kurt Signetti, we know him kind of for his trash talk or kind of snarly personality. He was very complimentary this week of Dan Lanning, saying he's one of the best, young minds in the sport. So it's going to be a great coaching matchup. Unfortunately, that Indiana-Oregon game is on during the Nebraska game. So might have to kind of keep keep checking that score or DVR or whatever you want to do there. But I mean, talk about an opportunity. We talk about this is the chance. I mean, everything that he's done thus far has been incredible to take them to the playoffs. But this would be his biggest win yet. If you can take that next step to say, well, yeah, we're not among the top of the Big Ten. We are fighting tooth and nail with Ohio State to be the top of the Big Ten. And now there's a little bit of a question, I suppose, on Oregon, given that they struggled with Penn State. Now Penn State lost to a degree, lost to UCLA. So I don't, there's not a whole lot of transitive property stuff that goes on there, but it is at least something to kind of keep in mind when we're kind of thinking, okay, well, Oregon's looked so dominant so far. Well, yeah, they have, but the quality of opponent maybe has stepped down now that we saw Penn State not live up to the billing of the preseason.
All right, Bob. So right now, I'm going to stick with Ohio State for now.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with them as the big dogs in the Big Ten. Pulling second and third, we'll figure that out this weekend. Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out this weekend when they play.
Yep.
I'm on the fence line about this one because I know this game can go either two ways. Oregon blows them out or Indiana blows them out. Either way it go, it's going to be a good game.
You don't think it's going to be close?
No. Either way.
Where is it at?
It's in Oregon. Either Oregon's going to take it to you or Indiana's going to take it to them.
I think Oregon's going to have a little slight advantage because they're going to be at home. I think Signetti will have his guys ready to go, but I don't think it'll be a blowout either way. I can't. Both of them are well-coached teams. And I just think it'll be a little closer than what you think.
But my question is how? How do you get a team to respond like this back-to-back years? Way worse situation than Nebraska was in. Way worse situation than any other team in the Big Ten was.
It's the worst college football program in the Power Four.
Yeah. And turns around and make a 2-year run until the college football playoffs.
I think he went in with the mindset he's going to recruit guys for his system, a la why he brought a lot of guys from James Madison with him to Indiana. And I don't think it's all about NIL with them.
Yeah.
I think it's about having guys who
want to win,
who wants to be there.
Yeah.
And who wants to win, and guys that he feels that fit his system that he's trying to run to win the Big Ten with.
See, and that's the thing about Nebraska. I'm going to bring this up. In the 90s, Coach Osborne didn't go for the top guys. He didn't go for the Peter Warwicks, the those type of Jamal Anderson, what's the one played for Baltimore, played for Tennessee? Jamal Lewis type of guys. You had a guy in your own backyard in Amon Green. You snatch him out. You go to JUCOs, you get a couple of guys. You go to California, you get a couple of guys. You go to Texas, you get a couple of guys. You go to Georgia, you get a guy. You go to Florida, you get a handful of guys. It's a universal map to winning a championship in college football. If you have to figure it out, though, and not be silly enough to think that you're going to recruit in one state and win everything.
I just think, again, it goes back to your identity as a program, as a coaching staff, and your philosophy and what you want to do, how you want to run your offense, how you want to run your defense, how you want to do your special teams. If you recruit for that and not just chasing stars or NIL, and you're using NIL money to get a player, because again, you may be spending money on a player that's not going to be suitable for you. Once you get him on your campus, you're going to figure out that he's not that guy. So I think Cignetti is taking it away. He feels that Indiana can be successful in the Big Ten.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe it.
You didn't believe what?
Yeah.
If you want to be frank with you, if you want me to be frank with you, I don't think, nothing against James Madison, that you should lose to, if you're in the Big Ten, you should lose to a program that's just hired a new coach and most of his players are FCS players, and you go
and embarrass you.
Anybody. And not that those guys I coached in the FCS.
We're not talking about Nebraska. We're talking about Illinois. We're talking about the other teams they blew out. Nebraska's, Illinois, all the other teams they beat.
But again, it goes back to my point. He has guys that fit his system and they play hard. And I'm willing to bet you those kids live and breathe football. It's not about how many clicks they're getting on Twitter, how many likes they're getting on Instagram.
Not about the concerts you be at, dancing on the stages, all that stuff right there. Did you see that TikTok?
No, I did not.
Talk about
I'm glad I don't have TikTok. I don't want TikTok.
You need to get TikTok.
No, I do not.
TikTok is 10 times better than Instagram and Facebook because you don't have to communicate with nobody. You just watch the videos and flip up.
Oh, you can just watch videos on
That's
it?
it.
Okay. No.
I'm not going to set you up, Kenny.
No, again, back to what we were talking about. If you have an identity and you know what you want to get done as a program, you're going to surround yourself with people that has that same mentality, that same thought process. You guys are going to start speaking alike, and you want kids in your program that want to be there.
Yeah.
Ultimately want to be there.
Culture-wise. That's the culture.
That's what?
That's the culture. That's
culture. I know what you're saying. I'm so tired of that word. I'm so tired of that word. I'm so tired of that word. I heard that word for
I'm sick of the word.
3 regimes.
Because the only culture you need is a winning culture.
That's all. That's it. Winning will solve a lot of problems. And again, if you continue to make excuses, it's like, you know what, you have one and I have one. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's like me coming to Nebraska. I had to fit in. Nebraska I didn't have to. I came and fit right in because I mind my business. You get your own people. You get your own little freshman crew. Y'all do the things y'all do. It's a family type setting when it comes to football. I mean, you still have to go out there and practice every day, get beat up on, put pads on the same way everybody else does. You just got to have that same mentality on Saturday. Like, hey, can't nobody mess with us on this field.
Speaking of mentality, I think the Blackshirts this weekend had a mentality that I kind of liked. They had a hunting mentality.
All right. We'll talk about that later, too. We'll go over some stats.
Okay. But stop talking about stats.
Yeah.
Wins and losses to me.
Yeah. But next, we're going to talk about Nebraska. What do they fit at in the Big Ten? With a couple of more teams. Indiana. No, not Indiana. Washington. Illinois. Michigan. USC. They all got something in common. They're 4-1 in the Big Ten. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt will be right back. With Kenny, we're hot.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
We are back here on Bock the Blackshirt on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Kenny Will High Tuesday, so thanks to Kenny for jumping in. Certainly going to get his thoughts on Nebraska and Michigan State from this past week, and Nebraska and Maryland ahead. But I know Terrell is kind of looking specifically in this segment to look a little bit more into where Nebraska fits within the Big Ten. And I'll throw it to you, Terrell, to set this up.
All right, Old Dad 34 wants to know, how was the Memphis nachos that I made? They was great.
You didn't call me.
Well, first of all, Kenny,
No,
they're soft
time out.
tacos, but I bring my own nachos with me and cheese sauce.
To where?
To work every Tuesday.
And would you call them Memphis nachos?
Yeah, they brought us Memphis nachos. I mean, they brought us Memphis barbecue.
Oh, okay.
It's like a brisket we put on nachos, but I mean on a soft taco, but I made nachos out of it. It was great.
Did you use Doritos or regular chips?
Spicy Doritos.
Spicy Doritos.
Yeah.
Ooh.
With some coleslaw that had jalapenos in it.
You put coleslaw on your nachos?
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
Hold on, stop. Coleslaw on your nachos?
Okay, you know, they bring you to Memphis tacos.
Yeah, okay.
And we put
Did you put any tortillas in there?
Listen. Bob, here's the thing, Bob. I need you to.
I know you can cook, bro, but I ain't never heard nobody putting coleslaw on nachos.
So
Bob,
you ever heard?
No.
You ever heard coleslaw put on pulled pork?
So to be honest with you, I don't like coleslaw, but I still never heard of somebody putting coleslaw on nachos.
See,
I've heard of sour cream guacamole, and
so I put sour cream. I mean,
coleslaw.
Yeah. I mean, on top of the meat.
Yeah, if that's what you like, bro.
Cheese and hot sauce. It was great.
Was it?
Yeah, you have to
with
try
jalapeno Doritos.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not the spicy Doritos.
My bad. Play.
Yeah. All right. When I before we went to break, I was talking about how does Nebraska fit in this Big Ten talk. Let's get it, Bob. When we talk about the Big Ten, there's 3 top teams right now. The 4th team is an unknown person.
No, I don't. Give me your top 3.
Unknown team.
Give me your top 3.
Indiana, Ohio State,
and Oregon.
In Oregon.
Okay.
Who's that 4th team? If we had to get 4th for the playoffs, who would it be right now?
Whew. Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon. Well, you would hope Nebraska can find their way into that conversation. They got a lot of work to do with the remaining schedule.
You got USC who's 4-1, Michigan who's 4-1, Illinois who's 5-1, Washington who's 4-1.
So I'm gonna cut you off. Michigan, USC, Illinois, Washington, Nebraska.
You got a USC versus a Michigan this weekend.
So that's
somebody got to go down.
Yep.
You have Illinois versus Ohio State this weekend. Somebody got to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Maryland just beat Washington just beat Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So they're 4-1. Penn State is 3-2, but they still have to play Nebraska. Maryland is 4-1, 1-0 in the Big. I mean 0-1 in the Big Ten, but they play Nebraska this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska is in control of their own destiny.
That's what I just said.
This is not on anybody else but that team right there.
That team right there.
If they stay focused, do the thing they have to do,
take care of their business.
I'm not saying they're going to go 10-1 the rest of the season. I'm not saying that because I'm not one of the football guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they have to go and play every game the same with the same attitude, or you have a hiccup.
Yep.
Well, and again, you look at it now with Penn State's loss. There's not a ranked team on the schedule left, so you kind of think about these, these ultimate challenges, and that doesn't make it any easier to go to Happy Valley and beat Penn State. Still, USC, they could be ranked, and they could be that 4th team if they beat Michigan this week. So I mean, things can change, but the opportunity is there.
I don't think the Big Ten is guaranteed 4 teams this year.
I would agree with that. Because of Michigan. What's Michigan? 4-1.
Yeah.
And then they play who? Illinois.
They play USC.
They play USC. USC is 4-1.
Yeah.
So that team will have 2 losses, right? We still have to play USC. Maryland's 4-1. We still got to play them this weekend, right? So I think a 2-loss or a 3-loss Big Ten team would be hard pressed if you have SEC teams that only have 1 loss.
Here's an interesting situation that could come up. Of course, we know Illinois got destroyed by Indiana. Let's say things go about the same way against Ohio State. They lose there. Then they've got Washington, Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Northwestern. They might be favored in all those games. Does a 10-2 Illinois, with their best win maybe being USC, and blowout losses to Indiana and Ohio State get in?
Well, if you look at it, they got blown out by 2 of the best teams in the Big Ten, and both of them remain the way they are. So yeah, they may have a shot at it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a path there. I think it's. I get what Terrell's saying. It is early. We'll see. They could boil down to less, but I think the Big Ten still at this point positioned to get 4 teams in.
Yeah, you're right. But let's look at this. Look ahead of the schedule. The schedule is probably 50-50 to me. When you talk about teams, Nebraska versus Maryland. Maryland have 19 sacks on the year, fourth most in the country. They're not a slouch team. When you look at Minnesota, they just lost to somebody, but Minnesota is one of our nemesis, and PJ Fleck knows how to get at Nebraska. So that
you got to go there,
and you have to go there on a Friday. So how are you going to adapt to playing on a Friday night? That's one thing these kids need to know. Then you go to a Northwestern, who's not a good team, October 25th. You go to them. They're not a great team, but at the same time, they beaten you before.
Yep.
They have that recipe. Then you go to
USC.
USC. Now,
a lot of talent.
That's going to be the game where the blackout at. That's going to be a game. That's going to be probably the game of the year for Nebraska right now.
If you can survive these next three.
If you can survive these next three. Then you go to UCLA, who just beat a Penn State team.
And handedly.
Yeah, and Nico is feeling himself now. So, you got to go up there to a young team with a young offensive coordinator and a head coach.
With nothing to lose.
Then you go to Penn State, who's going to probably want to redeem themselves. Try to make sure this never happens again, Bock. You got to understand. Then you got an Iowa team that always plays Nebraska, always beats Nebraska. Haven't been beat since Kenny Wilhite and Mickey them did it back in 2022. Yeah, so this is not a cakewalk right here, Bock. You're in control of your own destiny, but you have to be focused, mentally prepared to play these teams week in and week out.
Yeah, and I think they got to get better. I think this past week against Michigan State was a good performance. Might not beat every team in the Big Ten. And to that, I did want to ask Kenny kind of a question here on defense because somebody texted in. And Terrell, you as well as the former linebacker, how well do you guys think Shaver's quarterback spying skills are? They seem to use a little bit more quarterback spy in this past game.
Yeah, I think I've seen him miss one tackle when he was a spy. I think that's just that kid being a better athlete than Shavers. But I think he played well. I think he did a good job. I don't think it was just the scheme. Nebraska out-schemed Michigan State. I think Michigan State up front on the offensive line is not a good offensive line. So I think Coach Butler had a good game plan going into it. And the kids, the thing about it is execution. You can have a great game plan, but if you don't execute and you don't play physical, you're not going to beat anybody. I think the game plan going into it was use them as a spy every now and then. Don't make a habit of it. Show spying and then just play defense, or show spying and then coming at them. So I think he mixed it up well enough to confuse Michigan State, to confuse Childs, and I think Shavers did okay. Shout out to Deshaun Singleton for being a Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Kid played his butt off again, so I think he's been a staple on that defense, and that he can continue to do that. I think Nebraska have a chance of going down the stretch.
Yeah, I think Shavers did a great job. I'm not a fan of spying quarterback because it always leaves somebody open.
Yes,
I mean it has the potential of letting the tight end leak out, letting the back leak out if that other linebacker doesn't pay attention to that guy. Great game plan by the defensive coordinator, Coach Butler, and don't break, bend but don't break, and that's what they've been doing the last couple of weeks. You jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Everybody got comfortable. Then you have to go out there and change your momentum, and you got to play a little faster, stronger, be more aware of things, because now you have that mobile quarterback who's always been a nemesis to us in the last couple of years. We've been having real problems with quarterback, and now you face one again this week. So it's getting you mentally prepared for all these running quarterbacks that you have to look out for, because if you're gonna go play teams that's national ranked, sometimes their quarterback is the best player on the team. So luckily we've been playing the best players on these teams has been their quarterback play. So Nebraska defense has settled very well against them and played against the pass very well, which they're number one passing defense in the nation, 90-something yards. I don't think we played a true passing team yet, but that day will come when we have to face one, and I'm looking forward to them up to the challenge.
Yeah, again, we haven't played a team that's going to line up and throw the ball 30, 40 times a game. So you've dodged the bullet there, but I think, like I said, going back to the game plan, if you can execute the game plan to the best of your ability without making mental errors, missing assignments. If you cut down on missing assignments in the game plan, you're gonna give yourself a huge chance of winning that game. And I think that's what happened late in the third and fourth quarter for Nebraska. They executed that defensive game plan to a T and were able to get some stacks, get some pressures on that kid. And I think got that kid kind of frustrated. As you see on the sideline, him and that receiver started, going at it, having a little squabble on the sideline. The coaches had to come in between them two. But I think defensively, they played really well this weekend in spurts. And the thing about it is if you can execute all three phases of the game, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. How many turnovers we had? One? We had one, right?
Yeah, just the pick.
Just the pick. And they had three. So if you can win a turnover battle, you're going to give yourself a much better chance of winning also. And I think that's what we did.
And I think it's kind of interesting, too, as we look at Malik Washington, because this could be the team that passed. I mean, they averaged 39-yard pass attempts. Their rushing offense isn't all that to be too excited about. And Malik himself, though he can scramble, usually scrambles to pass. He's only got 22 yards rushing on the season, and that's not one of those college stats where the sacks start holding on. They've only been sacked once, so it'll be interesting. They're going to sling the ball around a little bit there in College Park this week.
So you're saying we're going to get tested?
That number one pass defense will be.
There we go.
All right, Bock in the Blackshirt with special guest Kenny Wilhite on this Tuesday, October the 7th in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. 93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. High around 67. Tonight, clear skies and light and variable winds. The low around 45. And tomorrow, we'll see many sunny skies with a light breeze. Afternoon high near 69. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Guest star Kenny Wilhite in the house today with us. What's up, Kenny?
What up, brother?
What's going on?
Not much.
All right. Bock is in the house with us.
That's right.
That's right. All right, Bock, let's go ahead and look at some stats. I'm going to do all the passing stats for the Big Ten right now. Jaden Malvo, he's number 1. He has 1,500 yards, 1,587 exactly. 11 TDs, 1 interception. Luke Almeyer, he's 2 with 1,573 yards, 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Cadillac Manis is 4. Ryan Brown is 5. Dylan Riola is 5 with 1,331 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, Bob. Great group of quarterbacks there.
Yeah, it is. I saw somebody earlier complaining about a graphic they saw that asked for the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten, and were upset that Dylan Riola wasn't among the 6 shown. There's that's nothing against Dylan. I mean, he's had a good start to the year, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, nothing to look down on. It's just that's the level of quarterback we're seeing in the Big Ten so far. You mentioned Julian Sayin, not yet. I mean, you haven't even mentioned him yet. I think he's got a 13-3 touchdown interception ratio. Malik Washington coming up 9-2. Damon Williams 8-1. I mean, then you
Fernando
look at
Mendoza. He's 16-1. So
Dante Moore 14.
I mean, if you want to rank this, I mean, Dylan can be left out. I mean, you can go Jaden Malvo, Luke. You can go Malik Washington. You go Desmond Williams Jr., Dante Moore, Fernando Mendoza. I mean, if I'm ranking them by how I see it, for football, I would probably go Fernando Mendoza 1, Jaden Malvo 2, Luke Almeyer 3. He has no interceptions. If I have to go 4,
you got to get
Dante Moore.
You got to get Dante Moore.
Dante Moore. You got to go Desmond Williams Jr., Malik Washington. I mean, it's so many. I mean, I could give Dylan probably the 6th best quarterback right now in the Big Ten. I mean, based off stat-wise, because these guys' stats are just like his. I mean, nobody's stats are busting the screen wide open, probably except Mendoza when you look at the 16-1 touchdown ratio. I mean, if you want to look at that part of it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's going to be tough. You talk about maybe trying to get to all Big Ten or something like that for Dylan Morell, and he could have an all Big Ten like season. It might not quite get there. Now, again, these are all a lot of these, non-con numbers a little bit helping in. We'll see kind of how it factors in. A 3 interception game can certainly change your season pretty quickly. So some of these teams will fall out, but specifically when you look at Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza, I mean, those would be the guys that I would start with, and we're going to see this Saturday when they play against each other. Just fascinating stories. Dante Moore sat out last year, basically. I mean, he was the guy that could have started transferring UCLA and did the rare transfer portal move of going and backing up somebody at a major institution, and now has shown that he is that 5-star that he was coming out of high school. Fernando Mendoza is even more of kind of the big story, not necessarily for himself, but going back to that Curt Cignetti thing. You guys talk about what's kind of special about what he's been doing. To me, it's not that it's just one side of the ball. Sometimes it can be, hey, this is just an offensive coach getting it done with this particular quarterback. Well, no, Curt Cignetti is getting it done on offense and defense, and in 2 seasons already getting it done with 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different leading rushers. I mean, that's why all this stuff is very impressive for Cignetti and what he's done at Indiana.
All right, Bock, when we go to rushing, Justice Hayes leads the Big Ten in rushing, 85 attempts, 654 yards, 8 touchdowns, 7.7 yards a carry. Wayman Jordan is second with 77 carries, 537 yards, 5 touchdowns, 7-yard a carry attempt. Emmett Johnson is number 3 in the Big Ten, 84 attempts, 474 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5.6 yards a carry. Johanna Coleman, he's also tied with Emmett, but he has 2 less carries, 474 yards, same as Emmett, 10 touchdowns, 5.8 yards a carry. Antoine Raymond from Rutgers is 87. He's 5th with 87 attempts, 471 yards, 9 touchdowns. Katron Allen is 54 carries, 377 yards. Bo Jackson from Penn State, 48 carries, 360 yards. Indiana has 2 rushers in the top 10. That's when you know you got a 2-headed great monster right there. Roman Hemby, 65 carries, 351 yards. Kalen Black, 55 carries, 344 yards. Bob.
Yeah, and it's funny too to kind of track how much of Justin Haynes has been rising. I think going into that Nebraska-Michigan game, like, okay, he's good, but we'll see. I mean, remember, there was a lot of talk, especially that week, at least on Nebraska's side, circling the quarterback in that situation, Bryce Underwood. And part of that is what previous quarterbacks had done to Nebraska. All of a sudden now, Justin Haynes, just a couple weeks later, is basically a household name in college football and considered maybe having the best running back year this far, not just in the Big Ten, but in FBS altogether.
All right, Bob, receiving. Micaiah Lemons leads the Big Ten with 35 receptions, 589 yards. Hank Betty from Illinois, 32 catches, 569 yards. Jeremiah Smith, 35 catches, 463 yards. Cornell Tate is right behind him. His teammate, 24 catches, 465 yards. Ja'Cory Barney. I'm just going to give him a nickname right now. What do they call Michael Irvin in college?
Playmaker.
That's what I'm going to call Ja'Cory Barney. 23 catches, 348 yards. He's number 10 in the Big Ten. I don't see another receiver. Let's see. All right, Nazir Hunter has 17 catches, 290. Dane Key, who's been quiet for the past 2 games, 16 catches, 226 yards.
I was going to bring that up. Where has he been?
He's been in the bathroom somewhere. I don't know. He's been somewhere, bathroom break.
He has been non-existent for them for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So, and I think he was a guy that they thought highly of when they got him out of the transfer portal. So, again, going back to it, you can have hits, you can have misses if you keep trying to get that transfer portal stuff.
Yeah. All right, on the defense, JoJo Vaughns leads the Big Ten in defense in tackling, 54. I think the closest one for us would be, I think it's Buddha Wright. Yeah, Javen Wright has 27 tackles, 1 sack, 5.5 tackle for losses.
He's 37th on that list.
37th on the list.
But one thing I did see about that kid this weekend, he looked like an athlete this weekend.
Yes, he did.
He looked like an athlete. Finally. When he went in on that blitz and jumped over that kid, I'm like,
Can't call him a kid anymore, Kenny.
Do what?
Let's go.
What'd
You
you say?
can't call him a kid anymore.
Man, that's my nephew. I can call him that's my nephew. No, he looked good this weekend. I was happy for him.
Yeah, 3.5 tackles for loss.
Yep.
That's a heck of a disrupting day. By the way, when we look at that defensive side of the ball, too, 2 guys to look out for this weekend, 2 freshmen. A lot of talk is on the offensive side of the ball about Malik Washington for Maryland. Zaire Mathis is a 6'6" freshman defensive lineman for him, already 3.5 sacks. So he's in the top 10. And Sidney Stewart is a 6'2", 255 freshman. A little bit smaller, but he has 4.5 sacks. And he's a freshman there for Maryland.
So
they've got some young talent.
So you're saying it's going to be interesting.
Well, Maryland defense is ranked 4th in the nation with 19 sacks. But guess what? They had 0 sacks last Saturday versus Washington. So we'll keep an eye out for that. When we come back, more football talk. We might listen to a little Matt Rule, defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are with Kenny Wilhite in the studio today, but 1 minute, we got to pause for a thing. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Barrett.
Excavating.
Shout out to the Bauer guys out there working hard today. All right, Bock, teams with the best turnover margins in the nation. Alabama, +9. North Texas, UNLV, and Louisiana Tech, +8. Maryland, Temple, Tulane, Illinois, and UConn, +7.
You say Maryland?
Yes.
Oh, don't we go play them this week?
Yes, we do. +6. Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Miami, Texas Tech, Nebraska, +5. Mississippi State, Oregon, Arizona State, BYU, Memphis, Washington, Duke, Notre Dame, and South Carolina. Most appearances on Big Ten Noon, Bob. Who has the most, you think?
The Buckeyes, Big Noon Buckeyes.
You know their record?
No.
24 games.
24 games on Big Noon?
Yeah, 24.
Oh, my goodness.
18-5.
I was going to say about 19 and 19, yep.
Michigan is next with 18. You want to guess their record?
14-4.
15-3. Good job, Kenny. Penn State, 11. You want to know their record?
8-3.
4-7.
Those are big games. So
yeah. Colorado, 7 games. You want to know their record?
1-6.
6-1.
Wow.
Nebraska, 7 games. You want to know their record? Go ahead, Kenny. You did do a great job. So
3-4.
0-7.
Good Lord. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
OU has played 7 games. You want to know their record? 5-2.
Hold on, wait. Stop. Let me pause. Time out, bro. 0-7?
0-7.
Big Noon kickoff?
Big Noon kickoff.
Jeez. Yeah.
There's another stat. Yeah, I didn't know.
Wisconsin,
Yeah,
7 games. You want to know their record? Hop in the boat with Nebraska. You're both 0-7.
I'm gonna call like my man Adam called him Bad News Bock. I'm gonna call you. But I gotta come over, bro. You just broke my heart with that 0-7.
I'm just saying. I report what I see on paper.
Hey, I'm not mad at you, but
now,
that's
who's the other 0-7 team?
Wisconsin.
Well, they got to put the Wisconsin, Nebraska big noon next time.
Yeah.
Next year. I don't even know if they play next year, but someone's gonna break that.
All right, Bob, we're going to talk about some of the Big Ten matchups this weekend coming up. Indiana, number 7, Indiana versus number 3, Oregon. We're going to get more than that this weekend. Number 15, Michigan versus USC. Number 1, Ohio State versus number 17, Illinois. Northwestern versus Penn State. Nebraska versus Maryland. Iowa versus Wisconsin. Rutgers versus Washington. UCLA versus Michigan State. And Purdue versus Minnesota.
Does Northwestern upset Penn State?
If they do, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
Who UCLA got?
They have Michigan State.
UCLA is it in
Michigan State?
It's at Michigan State.
Yeah.
Golly, wow! If Northwestern upsets Penn State
at Penn State,
they're gonna be for sale signs in that man front yard. Lord.
A lot of people are hearing reports that Matt Rule would be the front runner for the Penn State job, which I don't know. I'm not going to get into that type of things right now because
he played there.
I don't
He's
want to
from
say
that area.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, so no, I don't even want to touch that.
I'll leave it alone.
Yep, preach.
All right. Anthony in Portland says, "What do you guys think about making the blackout a yearly tradition? Ties it with the black shirts."
The thing about that is you have a lot of Husker fans, right? A lot of Husker fans are huge on tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think half of them are going to wear black anyway. I'm just being real. I mean, we've tried that before, but I just think they're so stuck and huge on tradition that they don't even want to.
Well, here's what I say right here. Let's try it.
I mean, you
have a 2-month notice. We've been doing this since the beginning of September, Bach, that November 1st is a blackout.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, hey, fine. We'll never do it again. If it works, let's try it yearly. But I don't think it's going to work because of the older generation.
That's what
people.
I'm talking about, yeah.
They love their red blazers. They love their red jackets. They love their red
coats. Their red shirts. They wear sweatshirts.
Trying to integrate them into a black thing is probably not the best thing to do.
It's a sea of red.
Yeah.
They call it a sea of red for a reason. So, I mean, I understand you want to try to keep up with like the Penn State with the whiteouts, the Iowas with the things they do, the Iowa State with the things they do. But I think this state, then the people that are the season ticket holders, or they're red. So we'll see.
That's what I think. It's I know every week's a red out, sea of red, but I think a red out would work better. Is just to say, hey, anybody that's wearing white this week, we're doing a red out,
mm-hmm.
and it wouldn't look all that different, I suppose, but at least it would look like a unified front. The blackouts they've done in the past have just been peppers of black throughout the stadium, a little bit more in the student section, but it's still it's not there.
It's not there.
Yeah. And I think another part of it is the defense has to live up to the standard, because you kind of think about the black shirt tradition and all that. When they've tried it in the past, what was the first time? I think it was the UCLA game where they gave up 41 points. It just doesn't. That's not going to age very well.
Yeah, it's not. All right, Nebraska has 238 punt return yards on the year with 1 TD. Meanwhile, opponents have -1 punt return yards. Special teams has done a complete 180 flip from last season, a big reason why we are 4-1.
That's compliments to Coach Eckler and his philosophy and his style of special teams, and I think the kids have bought into it. So kudos to him.
I think Eckler don't even care if a kid tackle him out there.
No, I mean, if you go back and you look at a picture, he gashed his head in one when he was, I don't know if it was here or Tennessee or where he was, but he headbutted somebody and had a gash on his head. I mean, he coaches like he is. He's reckless and he's very, very into it, and that's just and the kids have bought into it. So, and it was good to see Carter Nelson scoop that ball up and score. So
it's interesting though too, because I remember like preseason kind of thinking that Eckler, one of the top special teams coaches in the nation, he's got all these stats to prove it, and you're still thinking, yeah, but last year was so bad. Could they just go from bad to not bad or bad to average, right? And now it's almost swung the other way to where it's like they might be among. I don't even know the numbers. I have to look up, but one of the better special teams units, at least in the Big Ten.
So far, they have been.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Rule's press conference, there were some things he said in that press conference that made you think like, what made you wait so long to make a change?
Well, and then too, I think it was interesting because when Rule came in, he said, he's not going to make any celebrity coaching hires, and then throughout this process, he basically, because Nebraska fans have known about Mike Eckler, obviously, because he coached at Nebraska. And so you kind of track those guys. And so Nebraska fans in general, I don't say everybody, but there's a lot of people out there, myself included, certainly, that did know Mike Eckler and tracked his special teams. And he basically, Rule said it was basically, kind of a fan suggestion to go out and check out who this guy was. And it's turned into obviously hiring him. And now the special teams getting to where they are. So it's just always, that along with Dana Holgerson hire obviously is about as big of a celebrity coaching hire as you can make. A guy that has more wins under his belt as the head coach than even you do. It's just interesting to see the philosophy and the way that he's arrived to this coaching staff. It's not always been through traditional methods.
Mm-mm. All right, Bock, what you got before we head into Matt Rule?
Well, I did want to at least bring up the decision part 2. Did you guys were you guys amped and looking forward to LeBron James? He said he's got a decision part 2 that he was going to announce today. Did you see what it was?
What was it, Bock?
He's partnering with Hennessy. That's going to be his drink. So
I don't. That's I don't get it. You said one thing you regretted in your career was doing that. Then you turn around and do this. So I
don't know if this was the idea was from Hennessy. Maybe. Obviously the idea is to get more eyeballs on it. However, it did start a thought process among LA fans or just LeBron fans in general that this could be his final season. Maybe he's announcing his retirement. And so since he made that the announcement part 2 was coming, the Lakers' final regular season game, their tickets surged from $82 for the final game to $580 for a single ticket. And that's for a single ticket. For a pair, you'd have to do $760 each.
I'm good.
All just out of speculation that this might have been the announcement that it was going to be his retirement.
Yeah,
so
I'm selling my ticket right now.
Yeah, somebody benefited off that. Somebody else is pretty frustrated today, but whoever benefited off that is probably feeling pretty good about it.
Going back to it again, you're on record of saying the worst thing. One thing you regret is having that big to-do thing about where you're going to go. Taking my talents to South Beach. Even though I'm finna pair with you, and this is the way you want to handle them, like, nah, we're not gonna do it that way. Let's find another way, a better way to do it, because I made that mistake once before. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. So for him to do that again, nah, I just don't get it. Did you see the Lakers the other night?
In preseason?
Oh, Bronny James. Boy, Farley, you can shoot better than him.
I can shoot better than you.
Slap yourself.
Shit.
No, you can't. Don't
You're
do
too short, Kenny.
We ain't talking about. See, there you go.
You ain't quick as you used to be, Kenny.
Okay, that's why I play racquetball.
Yeah, I'm good at racquetball. I used
to
play racquetball too.
Going back to what you just said, Farley, you cannot shoot with me.
I used to play racquetball in Green Bay all the time,
but you can't shoot with me, Farley.
Did you play some high school ball, Kenny?
Yes.
That doesn't make you a great basketball player.
Don't make you a great basketball
not necessarily.
player.
I just wonder.
Yeah.
I'm hood basketball.
See what I'm saying? See, I can go hood basketball too.
You ever been in the country playing basketball where you got to wet dirt up so it don't get dusty out there?
Farley, I'm shooting on milk crates. When you nail a milk crate to a tree, that's what I grew up on. Then you take a bike rim.
Are you trying to challenge me?
Take
Kenny?
the spokes out and shoot on it.
I'll take a challenge.
You don't want that smoke, Farley. You don't want that smoke.
You guys sound like you would know how.
I want you to walk when we done. So that's the only reason why I don't want to.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
Farley.
Are you like Bock? Are you a jump shooter?
Farley.
Are you a 3-point guy?
3-point guy.
Yeah, you're a Bocker.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's Larry Bird.
Those points are worth more than
Preach.
any other. Yeah,
that's Larry Bird. Don't hate on Bock, man.
Oh, so you think I'm just gonna let you sit out there and just shoot?
Then I'm gonna go by you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
My arms are too long. I'm gonna block you.
See, that's fouling.
No, it's not.
You just said hood basketball, so I know what you're gonna do.
I'm not gonna foul you.
You just said hood basketball.
You sound like somebody I used to work with.
I do got another story for you, Terrell, because I know anytime I see anything about Texas Tech and their tortillas, I think of you. Texas Tech football head coach Joey McGuire is urging fans to limit the tortilla tossing against Kansas. The initial tosses during opening kickoff are acceptable. They're letting that be known, he said. But under a new conference ruling, anything after will result in penalties and removal of sections, from those students. McGuire's request comes after all 16 Big 12 athletic directors met in August to reinforce a conference game management policy related to throwing items onto the field. There was a 15-1 vote in which Texas Tech's athletic director was the only one against it to kind of follow these rules. Tech will receive 2 warnings for throwing items on the field after opening kickoff. Anything after that will result in 15-yard penalties. And they're particularly kind of worried about Texas Tech is because they're among the nation's most penalized teams.
Well, they're gonna get a penalty. Trust me, they're gonna get a penalty, and then they're gonna get a fine from their conference because those students ain't gonna follow that rule. They're gonna do that. I'm just going on record to let you know that they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I got one thrown at me in the first quarter.
Down there.
Yeah, first play of the game.
Well, that's because you wreaked havoc on the first.
That's because of what you did. So
but it hit me though.
What you say? You probably picked it up and ate it, didn't you?
Nah.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't hungry.
You wasn't hungry then?
Nah.
It wasn't the fourth quarter?
Nah, it wasn't.
So you was
matter of fact, we played the whole game that game. We only beat them like 21-7. Yeah, we played the whole game that game. So it wasn't a hot dog contest.
Was that Wes
game.
Welker? No, he wasn't on that team, was he? He was
Nah.
after you. He was after you.
Byron Hanspot.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep up. I got 2 more Texas Tech notes for you before we get off of them. Texas Tech has allowed fewer than 15 points for 5 consecutive opponents for the first time since 1948. So Texas Tech doing really well. They look like the peer favorites in the Big 12. But they're making they're at a weird time. They're also changing their graphic. They're releasing a new modern double T graphic logo, basically just red with white outline without any black or shading, similar to the old logo that was used from 1963 to 1999. But with white lining instead of black. So any of that kind of shading, but they have the current logo on their helmet. So I'm not sure if this is immediately they're just going to change the helmets this week, but they are planning on basically simplifying their logo, which companies
that's a decal box. They just gonna get them equipment guys in there, pull them decals out, put the new decals on it, brother. So yeah, that's easy. That's an easy fix. Shout out to their equipment guys if they have to do it this week.
Yeah, a little bit of work, extra work for Texas Tech. I've had trouble. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I heard about all their NIL spending and all that, and I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we'll see. Joe McGuire's been good there before. They definitely have, at this point in the season, separated themselves in that Big 12 race. In fact, it looks like Cincinnati might be as close as anybody with them.
Yeah, Cincinnati's playing good ball right now. A lot of people wasn't on board. They try to say, oh, Nebraska Hills. No, Cincinnati was.
You played them early, and that's how you got lucky. You played them early on in the season.
That's what I think. I mean, I hate to play them right now.
No, yeah, you hate to be playing that team right now.
Source be getting used to his receivers, not really played with them all year. First game of the season, no good calls go their way. No good football. I mean, we won the game flat out. Not going to take anything away from us, but I would hate to play them right now.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry Jones fined $250,000.
Go figure.
For obscene
gesture.
Bob, you read any more on that?
I just went and saw the video. It was the obscene gesture that you would assume it would be. I was looking down at some fans, and it's the one finger salute. Or
he may have had one too many that day. He was celebrating that win, and he had one too many.
Antonio John thought it was pretty funny. He texted LeBron and Bronny might be the only father-son combo to retire at the same time.
No, I love that one. Shots fired.
Yeah, Bronny's he's terrible.
He's terrible.
We have to see. It's like Doc Rivers hooking his son up.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin Rivers was pretty good.
Austin Rivers wasn't bad. Yeah, he wasn't as bad as Bronny, though. He wasn't as bad.
Yeah, he's a legit NBA player.
Legit NBA player.
All righty.
He went to Duke. They can't just force it all along.
What's called went to Duke too. What's his name? The big guy turned little now. Who?
Oh, Zion. Yeah.
Zion.
Skinny
You
up.
said big guy turned little.
You seen his picture lately?
I have not. Zion should have been a spokesperson for Miss Little Debbie.
No,
because I know that's all he was eating.
You seen his picture now?
I have not.
He looks like he weighs 190 pounds.
No.
He's getting skinnier.
Yeah.
And Wemby's getting taller. So
He said he can't get no taller.
you wouldn't think so, but
No,
apparently.
he can't get no taller.
There was a reporter that did they did the basketball media day or whatever, year 1 to year 2 difference or whatever. And it looked like, unless she shrank, he might have grown a little bit more.
NBA kicks off the 12th, October 12th.
Is it already? A few days away?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Who is it? Lakers versus
Golden State. And I think there's another game before that too. So, but yeah, it's crazy. You got college football, you got NFL football, you got Major League Baseball playoffs, you got hockey, and then now you got NBA. So this is the best part of the year.
Hockey's over with. Yeah, hockey's over with.
What?
Hockey's over with.
It's about to start up. That's what I'm saying. All them sports going to be going on at one time. For
Hockey's starting back up. I thought they just ended, it feel like.
I got some games today, at least.
Hockey?
NHL, yeah.
Oh, well.
You got all sports now.
All right, let's go to break. And when we come back, we're going to listen to some Matt Rule from yesterday and John Butler and Dana Holgerson. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. High around 67. Tonight, clear skies and light and variable winds. Below around 45. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. Afternoon high near 69. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket with Kenny Wilhite in the house today. All right, Bock, let's go ahead and listen to some Matt Rule.
All right, we get to some Matt Rule from yesterday. Also, breaking down the Michigan State game. Certainly looking forward to the Maryland game as well. So let's jump into it. Let's start with his thoughts on Williams Nwaneri, who I think was one of the better, the brightest lights of the Michigan State game.
I think one of the biggest things for me with him was to get rid of the expectations. When I've experienced it in the NFL. When you're a first round draft pick, you're always measuring yourself against your draft status and your compensation. When you're a 5-star plus, you're just go be a football player. Just go be a freshman. Go be a sophomore. So to that end, in the spring, the only thing I said to him was, I said, I have one word for you, motor. We timed him, and he runs fast. But when I turn the tape on, I should see that speed. And now you're seeing it. And I think it's just from practice. No, the players probably don't want to hear it, but just if you practice well long enough, eventually it starts to translate turnover, right? Deshaun Singleton had 2 interceptions in the game. Those are he's in his 5th or 6th year of college football. I don't really know what year. And that's his 3rd interception. Judy is a 5th-year senior. He had his first sack, I think, right? So it's you just keep doing things and eventually something good will happen. So just trusting the path that you're on instead of all the freshmen and the freshmen are panicked and their parents are panicked. Just do the good, right stuff long enough. And I think that's a great example. Williams is a great example. Hey, man, don't worry about your ranking. Don't worry about anything. Just become a good player. And I think he's just taking leaps. We put him in a black shirt last week because he's just playing so much. And we're playing some different packages, when they go big, we're playing some 4-3, you know, when they go to 11 and we think it's a run, he's playing some 4-3 stuff. We're playing some 5 down stuff. So William will definitely deserve that.
3 things from that stuck with me. Number 1, we put him in a black shirt because he's playing well. But I don't get that. That's, you know, as a black shirt, I don't agree with that. Number 2, you can't coach effort. Like he had to tell the kid, you know, just go out there and play hard. You can't coach effort. So I think that the kid listened, but he shouldn't have to tell that kid to play with effort. If you love the game and you truly have passion for the game, nobody should have to tell you to play with effort. And then the third thing was freshmen and the parents being disgruntled because things aren't going their way and they're not getting playing time. You're going to have that. You're going to continue to have that, especially with the NIL stuff that's going on, especially with other people with outside interference and people in your ear telling you if you're not playing there, you can go somewhere else and play. And then that may be a bad decision for that kid. But yeah, those 3 things from that really, really stuck out with me. But I'm glad he's getting kids to play well. And it's crazy to think that Deshaun's only got 2 interceptions, he said.
It's not like 3.
3?
Maybe, yeah.
And he's been playing here for how many? 2.5 years? Whew. Yeah. So no, it's coaching is not a quick fix. You know, you got to find some way to push kids' buttons to get them to one, believe in themselves and then be able to contribute and play hard. But I think it's crazy that you still have to tell a kid to give you effort, you know, at this level. But hopefully that kid can continue to do that and help them down the stretch.
Now, Kenny, you worked obviously in recruiting offices a little bit. I mean, this question is a little bit more difficult these days because the NIL portion of it. But how long does it take for a kid like Williams Nwaneri, a 5-star kid? I guess how long is he special in that realm? Right when he gets on campus, is it the first practice? Does it take a week for everybody to just kind of figure it out? I mean, how far can you carry that? Hey, I was recruited by everybody. I'm kind of was a big deal. I mean, is that in the first practice you get out there and see who's going against each other?
No, I think, you know, when you're in high school, you know, everybody tells you you're the man. Like Farley said, when he came to Nebraska, he had to learn how to be a Nebraska football player. I myself did the same. So, you know, you highly recruited, you think you're the man till you get on a Big Ten campus or any college campus. Now you're just another guy. It's what you do mentally and physically to change that. And that narrative from high school is over with. And I used to always tell those kids, hey, I don't want to hear what you did in high school. You know, we're going to go out here and you're going to be practicing against guys that have been playing. What are you going to do against them? I don't want to hear nothing about how you played this in high school, how you did that in high school, because the high school days are over with. Now is what can you do to help this team get better? And I think in a case of like him, what's this week? It'll be week 6.
Yeah,
week 6. So they've saw something in him to stick with him. They got him to play well this past weekend. They can see now you can see if he can do it back-to-back weeks.
All right, I know you guys had some thoughts about the travel this week, so I'll have Coach Rule kind of discuss the travel logistics and what they look like for Nebraska heading to Maryland.
Susan, you want to answer that? I am so high maintenance when we travel. I mean, I remember Sean Pad and I on a bus in Yukon because Connecticut would not let we took a bus because we wanted another helmet. So I traded off with our AD. I said, okay, I'll bus instead of fly there or take the train there, but can I have that money then to get a helmet for our guys? Because we weren't in Nebraska. We were a place that needed to try to do all that cool stuff. And it was supposed to be a 3-hour bus ride. We were on the bus for 6.5 hours. I mean, I literally was losing it. Sean me and Sean were screaming at each other. He's like, what am I going to do? Move the traffic? So I just like to get there on time. That being said, we also won that game, because the guys were ready to play. And so, I mean, the way we travel here, what's allowed, what we're allowed to do, like, just in terms of the resources we have available to us is elite. I mean, what Kristen does, like, I don't have to even think about the meals. Like, we actually take our own chefs from the training table and they show up there and like, they make our omelets for us. They make our, like, there's nothing showing up and like, oh, I don't eat this. I don't eat that. Like some of our guys, we have a couple guys with really restrictive gluten allergies and all that. Like she goes a day ahead. She makes sure everything's perfect. So I do feel like the food is important, right? Because I mean, if you get there and all of a sudden you eat something you don't like, but Kristen does such an amazing job with that. We always go see a movie the night before the game. And so we've seen some horrific movies. So I've just given up on that. But no, I think it's that. Like, and I just don't love the long bus ride on the day of the game. But I've also learned that none of that really matters. You know what I mean? Like, you like it to be seamless and clean, but you're going to kick the ball off. It's about who blocks and tackles. So just trying to keep it that. And I think the last thing is just the players, right? The players, they can't, we had to change our hotel in Minnesota because they moved the game from Saturday to Friday. I'm not complaining, but it's a subtle little complaint that they had to change the hotel. And like now it's attached to a mall. Like, you have to ask the players then, hey, be focused. Like, don't go there and, go walk around the mall for 3 hours and have your legs be tired. So I think having a really good group, like our strength coach, Corey, I think they do a good job of just making sure there's no distractions. If I had to say one thing, it's probably no distractions. But I love going on the road. I think I said that to you guys before, though. I love the feeling of just being in the hotel with the guys for, 24 hours, kind of like sequestered. And now we travel so well that like it feels like you're at the Cornhusker Marriott when you're away because there's so many Husker fans there, which is really cool.
Yeah, movie night.
I missed that.
I hated it.
You did?
Yeah.
Why? Because you wanted to be at home on the sticks.
No,
on the Nintendo or the
when you have guys that pick boring movies, then everybody doesn't get on the same page. I mean, you can't split up. Everybody has to be the same. And sometimes we had bad movie choices, and I fell asleep during the movie. I fell asleep one time in the movies. The person next to me didn't wake me up when we left.
The team left.
The team left.
And they set you up for failure.
And I
bro.
was still in there.
Set you up.
And I woke up like, what the hell? I said, damn, I know I'm in trouble.
Now, you can't be if they let you sleep. If they didn't wake you up.
So I walk out the movies. I tell them to call whoever. They got in touch with somebody. And they asked me what. I said, I don't know. I fell asleep during the boring movie. And nobody woke me up. I said, thanks. Like, this is the team I play on. With guys like that, with teammates like that, who needs enemies?
They set you up. But I used to love it because of the popcorn. So we had to buy our snacks.
I don't even remember.
We had to buy our snacks. Nowadays,
we didn't
go in there and
I didn't want snacks because I knew we was eating once we got back to the hotel.
Yeah, I got tired of that. So
well, y'all didn't have. We had a guy barbecuing for us, Art Williams.
See, we didn't have.
We had a personal barbecue guy. He would have barbecue chicken, hamburgers, ribs, mostly chicken.
We had cold
mostly
sandwiches.
Chicken. So
we had cold.
They was poor back then, so but
we had cold sandwiches, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what you got tired
on East
of
Campus. That the hotel that was on East Campus. Yeah, we'd go to the movie down here, which is right around the corner from where we are right now, and then we get on the bus, go to the East Campus, have our quick meeting, and then get your little cold cut sandwich and go to bed.
I'll get you some warm chicken.
We
man.
had that, bro.
You go sleep in your own room, have your own bed.
We did not have. No, we had a roommate.
I didn't have a roommate.
Well, we did.
No, not on the not home game.
Yes, we did.
I didn't.
Because they wanted to make sure you,
I did.
That the other person you didn't keep them up all night.
But with game day, when we have to play, I mean, most of our games was at 2:00, 11, but you stay off your feet mostly until you feel like, hey, are we ready yet? I mean, I don't think guys are smart enough not to go walk around the Mall of America. Probably some freshmen.
Hold on, now I'm gonna cut you off on that. Now I'm gonna cut you off on that. I think it was Riley's first year. We go on away game. So we were there was a restaurant like 2 blocks away from the hotel. We get done with the team meeting. After we get done with the team meeting, you have individual meeting, offense, defensive meeting, then they get their snack and they go to bed. Bruh, we go down to the restaurant. I kid you not, half the team was in there. I'm like, what? Whoa, what's
half
going?
The team wouldn't play if that was Coach Osborne.
So I'm like, what are y'all doing? Well, that food was nasty, and we figured we. I was like, listen, bro. So I'm telling them, everybody get out of here because you got fans in there. And it was a certain place that they shouldn't have been in, eating that. And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
You know how much security Coach Osborne had? It's like
there's security that travels with us, and they watch.
They at the end of the hallway. You look down there, they down there. You try to dun dun, 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 dun,
Mission Impossible. No, but I'm serious.
You looking around. Dun, dun,
So
dun.
me and one of the strength coaches, we were like, how are we going to get these kids out of here? Because to be honest with you, the lack of, I wouldn't say respect, but discipline that was going on, I'm saying to myself, no, we got to get these kids out. So I wrestled as many kids as I could out. I didn't even stay there to eat. I went back to the hotel with them. I walked back I'm like, come on, man, we got to.
Let me tell you one of my great escape moments.
Oh, Lord.
It was Fiesta Bowl. And the coach came in there. He said, y'all sleep? I had all my cover pulled up over my head. I said, yep, I had it to my neck, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Then when he left, I went in that mode. Dun, 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 dun. Give me that ID, Tommy. I'm gonna use your ID to go to the club. I was in the pyramid.
So
a whole bunch of us.
So you were fully dressed in the bed, had the blanket up to your neck so they couldn't see your clothes.
Yep.
Is this the night before the Fiesta Bowl?
No, this is still. I mean, we didn't have curfew for about a week. We didn't have curfew for a week, so we went out for a week, and then the next week we had curfew. But I was invited to a party with Charles Barkley and was Garrison Hurst. They was going to the pyramid. I mean, or something, the Empire in Arizona, and
we had to make that.
And my cousin stayed in Arizona, so I told them like, hey, soon bed check comes, we out of here. Dun, dun,
so you were being a rebel.
Dun, 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 dun.
See what I mean, Bock?
Yeah.
See what I mean, Bock?
Because I had family there, Bock.
It don't matter. You know the rules.
Yeah. But I wanted to go to that party. They thought I was Tommy Frazier. I had his ID.
Party
and everything.
after the game.
I was a pretty Tommy Frazier, but hey.
Party after the game.
Look, man.
You got plenty of time to party.
It wasn't that serious, Kenny.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. You turned into the coach, Kenny. I want you to be the player, Kenny, right now.
Now we're going to talk about the player, Kenny. So, Bock, we're playing. We're in Miami for the Orange Bowl, and the guy I was rooming with, he was like, "Yo, you going out tonight?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not going nowhere." He said, "Come on, man." I said, "No, I'm not going nowhere." So he goes out. He comes back. He has people with him, and curfew's about to knock on the door for curfew bed check. I said, "What are you gonna do?" He goes, "Oh, I got a plan." So you hear the knocks on the doors, 2 doors down. He goes in the bathroom, turns the shower on. I'm like, what is he finna do?
Mm.
Coach knocked on the door. I said, "Come in, Coach." He said, where he at? I said, "He in the shower, Coach." Man, he opened the door. He said, "Hurry up and get out of the shower." He said, "All right, Coach." He shut the door. I got out of my bed. I got up and locked the door. He come out the shower soaking wet. With the people he brought with him, they all got in the shower fully clothed. I said, "Lord have mercy." I said, "This is what I got myself." This was my first year here in Nebraska in 1990. I said, "This is what I got myself into."
Did Coach see the
No,
guests?
that he didn't see him. He never saw him.
Oh, okay.
I had a roommate on the road though, Jason Wilkes, my roommate from
You
home.
supposed to use no name.
Yeah, I mean that's my roommate. That's my roommate. I stayed with on campus too. Then, but when we went to the Fiesta Bowl, we had the joining rooms. That's when we left the doors open, and Tommy and Cluster was next door. And so that's how me and Tommy made the rap video right before a day before the game.
What was your rap name?
MC Blackshirt. Really real. Yeah.
Well, Lord have mercy.
Dun 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 dun.
Boy, you so mad.
Hey.
So now I do believe they might go walk around the mall a little bit.
But no, I think before we go to break, I think Rule has enough control over these guys that they want.
They got enough coaches. He got like
true
40
that. True that. And
we didn't have that much. When you come out the club and you see Coach Samuel and Coach Bowles on the other side, he like, "Hey, Chief, he out here looking for you." Dun 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 dun. All right, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
What's going on in Texas? Got to ask Steve Sarkisian that.
That what?
Got to ask Steve Sarkisian that. When a lot of people looks at Arch Manning high school tape,
he didn't play nobody.
They say he didn't play nobody. He was the biggest kid out there.
Yeah.
And I think when you translate that to college football, he's a regular player.
Regular player.
You know, just was given a 5-star probably because of his last name.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas is in trouble. Penn State's in trouble. There's a lot of teams in trouble this year.
A lot of good teams. We thought.
Yeah. Preseason doesn't. That's why I really don't listen to preseason rankings that much because, you know, if you're a good team, you know how good you are. You really don't worry about rankings. You know, I played the whole season ranked number 1. Played the start of the season ranked number 1. Ended up getting beat. Still fought our way back into the top 5.
Arizona State.
So, you know, when you go out there and you play like trash, you're gonna take a loss.
Jake Plummer.
I didn't play that game.
Because
I was suspended.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You were being Terrell Farley.
No, I was being a college kid.
You were being Terrell Farley.
I was being a college kid when you asked that. See, I come from JUCO where
I did too.
Well, you only have 200, 300 kids not even on campus. But
I did too.
That you probably see in 1 year.
I did too.
So coming to Nebraska was a big
eye opener for you.
Not eye opener. It was a big. It made me feel like I'm back at home, and you know, just the.
You can't compare Lincoln to Georgia.
Not where I'm not. I was talking about where I'm from, city size wise.
Yeah.
You know, because when you go to JUCO, you probably in a town of 500.
Yeah. Dodge City was ghost town.
Yeah. So it's not that bad.
No.
All right, Kenny, prediction for this weekend.
Well, we know there's still some things that needs to be fixed on both sides of the ball. I think special teams have shored up a little bit more, you know, from week to week. But I think on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, there's things we still need to work on and fix. You got 3 more days until, 4 more days till we kick off. So you got to go there. You got to go on the road. They're leaving a day early. Can he keep him focused that Friday in the hotel? Get him ready to go on Saturday. So we'll see. I'm going to say if they start fast over there, take the crowd out of it, no turnovers, we'll win.
Okay, one more question for you because it's kind of the debate of the week, I suppose. The sacks, 12 sacks in the last couple games given up by that offensive line. Is it what the percentages? We know it's not all on the offensive line or all on Dylan. How much of this is a Dylan problem?
I think it's a combination of both. It's a combination of scheme. Again, I don't think. Have you seen a bootleg out of us yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I mean, you can. It's a combination of all of it. You just got to try to get it shored up because this is a big stretch for you. The next 4 weeks and then the remainder of the season. Hopefully, we can get it fixed and not give up any this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how it goes. We've got a few more shows on Bock in the Blackshirt to get ready for that game. Will be a big one with Maryland this week. And thanks again to Kenny for jumping in with us. And thanks to Terrell, as usual. We'll be back tomorrow. What do you say? Same 2 people, same time?
Same bad channel.
Same bad channel. Sneaking
around.
Thank you for listening to Bock in the Blackshirt. 93.7 tomorrow. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, this is Paul Shield, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, Call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
We interrupt this